Corona-Pandemic began as a public health crisis. However, it quickly affected almost every aspect of life as we know it. This included the global economy. During a crisis, companies and policymakers need accurate and up-to-date information. Unfortunately, this information isn't always available. Charlotta Sirén, Michael Hudecheck, Joakim Vincent and Dietmar Grichnik from the University of St. Gallen addressed this problem.
We started this project in early February 2020 when COVID was not announced as a pandemic yet. Mike and I were attending a conference in Australia and we saw how those countries that had previously affected by SARS started to close their borders and prepare for the worst. We understood how little information we have about the economic and social impact of COVID, and we started to act.
We detect and monitor severe adverse events, such as the current coronavirus pandemic. We do this by taking satellite-based remote sensing data, which allows us to track major changes in economic and social behavior. We then augment this with media trace data, which gives us greater visibility into how people are responding to the current crisis.
Working with cutting-edge technology to provide timely, relevant data, the team developed tools that push remote sensing data to the large public, policymakers, and researchers.
There's, of course, significant interest in...
Their research is culminating in a global monitoring platform, which allows citizens around the world to identify emerging trends and better understand the economic and social impacts with an unprecedented level of timeliness. Satellite-based pollution and nighttime light emissions data is a promising and novel source of information that can help clarify the impact of COVID-19 and other pandemics.
We're one of the first projects of this kind that fuses satellite-based data together with media trace data. And because of that, when we're treading new grounds, there isn't that much there to work with. There are some tools that we were able to go through and incorporate, but most of what we use on a day-to-day basis was developed in-house. Custom infrastructure, custom code, and custom data pipelines. Our remote sensing data comes from the European Space Agency, while our media trace data is largely sourced from the global data set of events, language, and tone out of George Washington University. However, we fill in some pieces with our own custom collection effort that we run here at the university.
Due to the emergency of providing tools to understand COVID-19, we have worked under huge time pressure. Thanks to the grant from Swiss National Science Foundation and our in-house knowledge about satellite data, we have been able to produce very quickly the first version of our global monitor platform.
With our projects.
At the University of St. Gallen's Global Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, it all came together.
What I found in particular exciting about this project, it started in January 2020. So actually before the public awareness of this COVID-19 crisis. And I think also this kind of new phenomenon with this scope asked for also new methods and new data to apply to it. And I think this is a great project which shows that this is possible, right? To assess new ways of finding answers to grand challenges and questions for society.
To me, this is a good example about how complementary skills also can come together. Kind of a unique way, solve light on something that the society wasn't fully aware of. I mean, at the time when this outbreak came, we didn't know what could be the economic consequences. And then by using advanced technology, kind of analyzing it and trying to extract where the society was going, I think that's the true achievement here and in this particular team.
Our project is still in its early stage, but it has attracted a lot of interest, not only from organizations working with disaster management, but also from companies. Accessing objective and timely information in times of crisis is something that we all call for, and this is what we want to provide.
The research project provides insights into how companies and other stakeholders can monitor crisis impacts, business-relevant hotspots, and emerging trends. This information is particularly useful for government leaders, analysts, and advisors worldwide.